Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorites of 2019. I'm going to share them as I do my makeup, so I'm going to start with brows and then go down as I go. So starting off with brows, because I'm going to go in the way that I do my makeup, I have been loving, and now this is like an all this was not released in 2019, but I loved the ColourPop Precision Brow Pencil. So ColourPop actually has another eyebrow pencil. I don't really know that one. All I know is the Precision Brow Pencil is my absolute favorite. I actually discovered this in 2018 and I have loved it since. This brow pencil is so precise. It's so like tiny, and it's like it makes the perfect hairs. I was trying to hop on the Anastasia train and I loved it for a while, but after I found this pencil from ColourPop, I don't like the formula of Anastasia. I love this formula. It's easy to use. It's very precise. You can do like hairs or you can fill them in. I love this brow pencil. You need to get it. It's affordable, and who doesn't love affordable products? I mean, come on, like, right. So I don't really use primer, like eye primer. If I do find myself using eyeshadow primer, I love the NYX Proof It waterproof eyeshadow primer. This is not new, but I just found it this year, or 2019 I should say, and I love it. This primer is amazing. It does make my shadows vibrant and they do stick. I normally just use concealer. If I don't use concealer, it's this, but if I don't use this, it's concealer. But this one's really good. This one definitely is a favorite. I found myself going back to this more and more instead of using concealer. Like, I used this today when I did my eye look today, and I love it. So for eyeshadows, I have a few favorites. Some, you know, high-end, some drugstore. And I want to start off with this Kaja Beauty trio, and it's like these single shadows, and it's in the toasted caramel stack. When I tell y'all, these are gorgeous, okay? Like, I think they may be basic, but girl, when I say these damn things are vibrant, they are vibrant. Like, oh, and like every basic girl's dream, y'all. Like gold lids, chocolate lids, whatever, bronzy, like whatever look you're going for. These are such amazing toppers, actually. Like, they're so pretty. Oh, I just have to swatch it. Like, they're just so gorgeous. Like, oh my God. And they're so creamy. They are like, oh, I don't want to do it. Like, they're so creamy. Even though, I mean, they're really sheen. They add such a pretty sheen. They're just so pretty. Like, and so these are amazing. I definitely recommend these. I definitely recommend them. Now, this is not new. This is the I Love Sarahi Through My Eyes palette by ColourPop. I do like ColourPop shadows, and I found this today, or not today, but this year in 2019, and I really do like these shadows. I do find myself reaching for this palette quite a bit. So I did love this palette in 2019. The palette that trumps it all for my favorite of 2019 is the Jackie Aina palette, Avi. This is like my go-to palette. I love this palette. This palette is like hands down my favorite of 2019 without a doubt. So for primers, I have a mixture of drugstore and high-end as well. My favorite primer so far is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. So I got the smaller one thinking I don't want to spend $30 on the big one, because what if I don't like it? I'm gonna have to get the big one, because this one, I love this primer. Obviously it doesn't like fill in your pores or anything, but when it says it's going to hold your makeup, it's going to hold your makeup. When I tell you that this primer is top dog, like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. My next favorite primer was the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. This stuff is really good. This stuff, I love the way it makes my skin look bright and fresh and healthy. I love using this under like my foundations because it just gives my skin a bright and fresh look. And I think it definitely has its claims, and I think it definitely works for sure. So next, for like a drugstore primer, the Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fine Poreless Blur Primer. This stuff is the bomb, okay? One of my favorite YouTubers, she like swore by this. This doesn't really necessarily have any claims, like it'll keep your face matte or anything or illuminating. It's just a smoothing primer. That's all this is, and it smooths my face. This is a primer I have on. This is one of the primers I have on. And this is amazing. It literally smooths my face and gives me such a smooth canvas for my foundation to just go on like butter. Like, it's amazing, and I love this primer. This was definitely a favorite of 2019 for sure. So foundation. So these foundations are not new, but they are hands down my favorite of 2019. The first one is L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. This stuff, holy crap, makes your skin look so fresh and just bright and just plump. I love this foundation. It just, and the coverage is amazing. The coverage is bomb, but it's not too matte, but it's not a dewy foundation. It just makes your face look like skin. Just fresh, like you just are, you drink your water, you eat your vegetables, you eat your fruit. That's what this gives you. And this foundation is amazing, and I love the pump on it. I think the pump is like classic, and I love this line of things. This stuff is like amazeballs. Like, I love this. This one I wear when I know that I'm ready for full glam, because this is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. And when I tell you this sticks to your face and it does not move, I mean that. It's a full coverage, like one pump, truly, maybe 1.5 is all I need. And this lasts so long, like, and it lasts through everything. This foundation I love wearing when I know I want full glam and I don't want my makeup to move, because this is amazing. Like, this foundation is amazing. Ugh. So this was definitely, if you cannot tell, a favorite of 2019. Moving on to concealers, I have two. I have a drugstore and I guess it's a high end. The first one I'm going to share is the Jouer high coverage liquid concealer. It's creamy, it's full coverage. It makes my under eyes look soft and plump, and it kind of gives me that highlighted effect, because here, I don't really like that super highlighted look anymore. I think that was way back in 2016. This gives me that soft highlight that I like, but it gives me such a smooth barrier under my eyes, like, as to where you would think I had filler or something. Like, this stuff is really good. And that comes me into my drugstore concealer. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear. And this concealer is the bomb. This concealer I have on today, and it's so good. This concealer is so good. This concealer is so good. It blends flawlessly. It gives you such a, like kind of with the Jouer, I wouldn't call it a dupe per se, but it's definitely full coverage and creamy, okay? I love this stuff. It doesn't give you like a super dry under eye, but it's not like wet to where it's like greasy almost. It's just perfect. Like, the formula, I don't know what they did, but they got this on lock. Now, when it comes to powders, the ColourPop No Filter Sheer Press Powder. I use loose powders like the Collab one and the Laura Mercier, but this is like my favorite. I mean, this, I literally have never truly hit pan really on anything, but I have hit pan on this because this is my favorite. And as soon as I've run out of this one, I'm gonna order another one, because it just gives me that soft look that I'm looking for. It's not ashy, it doesn't have flashback. And I find myself honestly setting under my eye with this more than my loose powders. This one's really good. It's just a neutral color and I just love it. It's in the shade Dark. We're almost there. Keep on, just hang with me, hang tight. So for bronzer, I have two. I love, hands down, my favorite is the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzer and Mocha Mami. And I love the formula. It's very seamless. It blends easily. It's not splotchy. It's not dry. It feels really good. And I love this bronzer for sure. Drugstore wise, this isn't new, I don't think, but I did get this in 2019. Well, I found myself loving it more this past year in 2019. And it's the Morphe Bronzer and Contour little split pan thing, and it's in the color Fantabulous, and it just looks like that. And like pretty much, like, I love this one. This is actually the bronzer that I have on today. For highlighters, I have 3. So for my first favorite, it's the So Hollywood Loose Highlighter by ABH. This is like my favorite loose highlighter at the moment, and I know there's a lot of highlighters with the same champagne-y, rose goldish, you know, tinge to it. It just looks so pretty. It just gives me that right amount of highlight that I'm looking for to look bright and fresh and healthy and dewy and glowy and all of the above. So that's my favorite loose highlighter. And to my favorite pressed highlighter, which is now this one's a little bit on the expensive side. This is the Omega Glaze All Over Foil Luminizer by Marc Jacobs. This highlighter, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. You need this. If y'all got that extra coin, y'all need to get it because it's really good. And obviously it lasts a long time. Such a pretty sheen. Like, oh, like, it's just so pretty. So last but not least are lips. My favorite, like, lip whatever is actually, it's a set. It's the ColourPop and Shayla, like that Caution, Proceed with Caution set. This is like the perfect nude. She came out with like a new brown liner. It's like the BFF4, and then the Liquid Lippy is in Slow Down. Now I know she came out with a second set. It was more pinky, but I love the more like neutral brown looks. And y'all, this set is amazing with gloss on top, without gloss on top. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. The only thing about this is this is a satin lip. It's not a matte lip, so it kind of rubs off as you eat and do whatever. It's so creamy. It's definitely a favorite of 2019, and this lippy is definitely, so like, I don't know if her collab is still online, but I'm gonna have to re-up a little bit because I at least get one more set of this, because once I run out of this I'm gonna be super sad. And I don't know if her collab with them, like this Proceed with Caution collab, is limited edition. I don't remember ever reading that it was, but you never know sometimes. So, and then last but not least, for sure, is my favorite gloss. It's the Bite Beauty lip gloss in the shade Vanilla Latte. It's so beautiful and plump. It makes your lips look so plump and juicy, girl. Oh my gosh, I love this stuff. And I love the shade too. It just adds up this pretty neutral brown. Just and it smells like coffee. It smells so good, and I love it. Now it doesn't really last long, but I love this. I use this all 2019 for sure. Like, anytime I wore a gloss, it was this, or it was the Morphe lip gloss in the shade Flower Crown. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for all of my 2019 favorites. I've loved all of these products, and they're gonna definitely trickle into 2020. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.